Habari ma Africa, mimi ni King, nina furaha kukutana na wewe. Asante kwa kutazama King Says So. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are talking about organization named March for March. Today we are talking about Operation Dudula. And you guys know that it's health related, it's foreign related, the issue of overcrowded clinics and overcrowded hospitals, with a situation where some South Africans in short of medication or don't get services because they are foreign people who are taking the queue up because they've got a right according to our constitution, section 27, that says a right to everyone who is in South Africa to basic health care. So that is what we want to talk about, because South Africans are getting tired of this. Some have taken arms, going to the clinics and stopping people, foreigners, undocumented, to say you are not going to get services here. Is it the right thing? And why is it that it has boiled down to this, that normal citizens are doing what inspectors, what people who are employed to do their job are not doing? We saw the other day where Operation Dudula went to a flat and said, listen, there are illegal immigrants here. And the police actually said, we don't have a problem with illegal immigrants. It made South African wrongs. Then you come back to us who want to address it into a Pan-Africanist way. Don't let your high blood go down. Don't lose your mind when you hear the word Pan-Africanist, because we have to talk about this and address it properly today in this video. Thank you so much for tuning on King Says So. Let's talk about that, Paseta, and much more.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Says So. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane. Hosizin Jiva Sono. And we're back at it again with another one, a touchy subject today that we're going to address. But before we do that, let me thank each and every one of you who have donated some money to the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. On the 4th of July, we had about, I think, 87 people who have donated to the school. You guys know that we are looking for 1,000 people to each donate 50 rand. And every day I'm making noise on that, because we want to build our school. We want to Africanize our school system. We want to Africanize the curriculum. And we want to make sure that the African child gets the best education that Africa can offer. We cannot be beaten by the Chinese. We cannot be beaten by the Europeans. We are going to build our own schools here, 50 rand by 50 rand. So your little 50 rand is having a big impact. So today, if you do have some spare change somewhere in your account, the account is on the screen. Please make sure that you send the 50 rand to assist us to build. And if you want to know more about Paseta, go to the Paseta YouTube channel, where every day from the 1st of July until the 14th of July, 12 o'clock, a video is dropping to inform you everything that has to do with Paseta. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for your support. Now, today we are touching a touchy subject. Many people are very emotional about this thing, because they say South Africans get treated badly in the other African countries, especially when it comes to healthcare. We saw recently there was a situation last month, actually 7 South Africans were arrested in Zimbabwe. I'm not sure if they are released for illegally entering Zimbabwe. And I wonder who, okay, but anyways, so South Africans are saying the way these people are treating us in Zambia, the way they are treating us in Botswana, the way they are treating us, you can't go anywhere and think that you will get the things that you get here in South Africa in other African countries, or let me rather say in most African countries. That is the situation. That's why you will meet almost every African in South Africa, but you will not meet a South African in every African country. And that is said ignorantly so, because there are South Africans everywhere. I think the one that has the biggest amount of South Africans is Mozambique. South Africans are in Mozambique, over 25,000 the last time I checked the numbers. So that's what we are talking about today. The issue is these documented and undocumented foreigners are in the clinics in numbers to such an extent that South Africans are saying we are not getting services. We are sick and tired of crying to our government. We are sick and tired of crying to our politicians. We are sick and tired and crying to the police. They are doing nothing. So we are going to stand up and do something ourselves. And that is where the fight starts, because there are those who say Africans live together. And also there are those who say, but what is it that you are fighting about? Because it is your constitution that says everyone has got a right to basic primary health care. It is your constitution. You said your constitution. Everyone must abide by the constitution. And I can tell you, it is not only the undocumented foreigners that are returned, even the documented ones. I've got a friend who told me, who I know for a fact is legally here in South Africa, studying, has got everything, but was returned with his child because this thing is happening there in Johannesburg. So we will get into that, but you know how foreigners are. They are so afraid of you South Africans. They don't want to speak. I told him, would you want to make a video so that people can hear your side of the story? Show them your documents. If you are not afraid to show people that you are legally here and you are returned. But he said no. So that's the issue. Bayatuga, man, the way they stay and everything, because South Africa is perceived as this xenophobic country, which nothing is further from the truth. South Africans are actually quite welcoming themselves. So now I want to start with a video where they are telling this lady to go to a private hospital to get help, or a private clinic to get help. Listen to this.
You will go to a private doctor. If you need to take your daughter or yourself, go to a private doctor. Because all the clinics in Durban, you find the same thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you for understanding.
Oh, all right. So now, okay, I know we say community, let the people rule, let the community take charge of their community and be active and all of that. No South African, let me put it like this, no South African will tolerate this from any country in the world. What do I mean by that? No South African, legally or illegally in another country, will tolerate a citizen telling them, go there, don't go there. A normal citizen. Just imagine I go to Zimbabwe. Maybe I'm assuming Zimbabwean people will hear from my speech or my looks or whatever, or I'm in Ghana. Yeah, let me say Ghana. Let me leave South African. Let me leave Zimbabwe. I probably look like a Zimbabwean. I've actually been told that I look like a Nigerian. Then I was like, Nigerians are handsome. If they look like the king said so, they are definitely handsome. But in Ghana, the Ghanaians, how the shape of their heads is and everything. If I go to Ghana, and I'm just walking around in Ghana. Maybe I'm going to the clinic. Maybe I'm going to the hospital. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just going somewhere. And a citizen from Ghana say, hey, my friend, what are you doing here? Go to, hey. Don't do that. Don't do that. You are not the police. You are not the police. I will ask him, hey, my brother, who are you? Who are you to tell me where to go and where not to go? I am here because in my mind, I will be thinking here in Ghana, as a foreigner, I've got a right to health care, especially if I'm a legal foreigner. You understand what I'm saying? So you're not going to tell me, as a citizen, you're not going to tell me where to get off. But the problem here in South Africa is so deeply rooted, it's so deep. It's years on years that South Africans are crying and saying the government must help them. So I've got an issue with normal citizens playing police. That's me. That's me. Well, maybe you don't have an issue with that, but me, King said so. I've got an issue with that because it's going to escalate to things that it's like you don't work here. There was a lady who was in a clinic asking people where you come from. Where are you from? Malawi? No, go back home. South Africans, no, we can do better. But anyway, let's listen to that lady.
You from what? Malawi. Aye, hambe Kunjani. There is a clinic down there called Kunjani. Down there you can go and pay. We are Malawi. Bantu bethu angisinazi bantwana basekhaya ukuthi sinabantu base South Africa baboshiwe eZimbabwe. And ugovernment wase Zimbabwe akasibhayi isikeleme. Usho kahle ukuthi yena akasibanana country. Then kushukuthi thina siyibanana country. Fanele bahambe bazothatha imithi yethu, bathatha amaphilisi wethu, bathathe yonke into yethu, bahambe babuyele emakhaya. So mabaphume. Ngicela ngiphumeni sisi. Ubuya ekhaya. Akakwazi nokukhuluma. Ubuya ekhaya sisi.
Mama si South African sicela ukukhuluma.
Uphuma ishifa la ikuzo shifa lakho lephambili. Ena kusasa sizobuya. Ngaloko lokho sizowathatha la mafayili siwadabula. Sizowadabula la mafayili. Sikhathele yini?
You see, so again, for me, I know, I understand why she's doing what she's doing. South Africans are tired, like I said, to be experiencing this and going to train. The reason why the nurse is not doing that, and some of the nurses do it. But the reason why nurses will not participate in such thing, especially when there is a camera involved, is because they know the law of this country. They know. That's why since 1994 till today, they have never turned, well, they do turn them away, but not on camera. Nurses are afraid. Officials are afraid. Even security guards are afraid to act because they can be recorded. There are so many organizations. You have even heard the Human Rights Commission say, if you guys start discriminating against foreigners, even on social media, we are coming for you. And Operation Dudula, members have been arrested in the past many times for taking the law into their own hands. They are constantly in court, Operation Dudula, because of playing police or overstepping their boundaries as citizens and doing things like this. You are in a clinic. You as a citizen, you are asking people, where are you from? What are you doing? It's not even, where is your documents? Even that question is out of order. But, ma'am, sorry, where are you from? You're in Malawi. Do you have documents here? No, I don't have documents. And even chasing them away in that scenario is still wrong. But at least, but here it's not a question of, do you have documents? It's, where are you from? Are you a foreigner? Go back home. Go to Malawi. Go to Malawi. South Africans are tired, like I said, right? Like South Africans are really tired. And if you have been in a situation where you have suffered because of long queues and everything. I always tell the story of my wife and the kidney stones story. My wife, we started noticing that she has got kidney stones in which year was it? My son was young, so I think it was somewhere 2013 or 2017. 2017, excuse me. 2013, I did not have children. So in 2017, we started noticing that she's got pain here. She went for diagnosis and she was diagnosed and, you've got kidney stones, but it is just a small stone here and here, don't worry. But the problem continued. And then it continued so much that she could not walk. If you guys know what kidney stones can do to a person, you can't even sleep, you're constantly in pain. So we went to the public hospital from about 2018, 2019, because I did not have medical aid at that time. And I remember it was such a difficult thing. I almost sold my car to take my wife to a public hospital. I think I've told this story. If you've been on King so long time ago, you would know what I'm talking about. So the story is in Kimberley Hospital. Now it's changed to Robert Subuka Hospital because Robert Subuka died in that hospital. In the Kimberley Hospital, the main hospital, the big hospital, the biggest hospital in the whole province of Northern Cape, the biggest public hospital. There is queues for this issue of kidney stones. I'm talking about a list of queues where when you go in and you are in a dire situation, you might die because of kidney stones. You get a date that is 3 months ahead for surgery and operation. 3 months. It's like, yeah, we hear you are in pain, but we've got this list. There's nothing special about you. There's people who've been waiting. You will also wait. My wife slept in that hospital for a long time, affected my marriage and everything. So I know, I understand. I'm not speaking from a place of privilege. I got medical aid after that. You guys know that I worked for the state. So at least we 2023, she got surgery, 7 surgeries, ladies and gentlemen, to remove all the kidney stones successfully. Without medical aid, I think my wife will be dead. Honestly speaking, and that's a story for another day, but I understand what is going on in terms of that regard. So I know the impact and the frustration of those people. You understand? I am driven by a higher call of Pan-Africanism, and Pan-Africanism does not mean disorder, does not mean misconduct. Pan-Africanism does not mean that there is absolutely no order. Pan-Africanism is exactly what Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger are doing. Document everyone, let everyone have one passport, let everyone be able to move around, let no one country be overburdened by its resources, overburdened by another. You know, the way Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger are running their countries together, even fusing the army and everything. It's like, it's crazy. One currency. They are slowly going to say one president one day, those 3 countries. But anyways, that's what is happening. Now we've got foreigners. I call them the troublemakers, the Somalians, the Ethiopians, my brothers. I love them, but those are the troublemakers. Now they are fighting. They are fighting back because you saw on that video that lady turned around the Somalian guy. I know, because of the looks. This is what happened after that. Look at this.
Refusing securities to close the gates, they're pushing it away. You will never get help here, Mama. You will never.
You see? And this happened also during the xenophobic stuff, during the tuck shop issue of children dying from consuming contaminated goods and everything. The Ethiopians and the Somalians, that group, next door neighbors, they group together. And I tell you, if you know what is going on in Somalia, you will understand how those people can fight. Let me put it that way. Like they don't have a care for life, the Somalians. When they say they want to fight the Somalians, they are not going to be humble like Zimbabweans or Malawians or Zambians. They are not humble, those ones. They are not humble, those ones. And Mina, I categorize them differently because they identify as African, but they don't identify as black. Even if they can have the same skin color, same hair texture and everything, they will still say, I'm not black, my brother. Go to Ethiopia. There's a lady that makes beautiful content. She moved from Germany and she stayed in Ethiopia. I forget that channel's name. Beautiful channel. She was shocked there to see that it is an offense for Ethiopians to be called Africans or in the sense of black. They don't want it. So anyways, they are grouping each other, and you know this group. When they say they are going to the hospital and to the clinic, nobody's going to tell them. They will show you what you do. So now you have a situation where South African citizens are now forced to use force, because these people are coming. They want to work. The nurses are there. They are forced by the law and the oath that they have taken to help everyone that walks through that door. The nurses. That's the problem that we have. Now it is that fight where then police look like they are on the other side. And to be honest, most of the time they are. Most of the time they are. You see, this is now my problem. Citizens are now going to get into fights with our other African brothers, and then now we South Africa looks bad, and the police are doing nothing. You hear absolutely nothing from the politicians. Politicians are just there. I saw in one ward there where the DA is. The DA say, but you can't turn around a pregnant person, whatever that is wrong. The constitution says that. And this is what I'm saying to the South Africans. You can't act out of the boundaries of your constitution. Your constitution says left. You can't say right. There was a chance last month to say, let us make contributions. Last month in June, make contributions, or was it May? Make contributions to amendments of the constitution. This happens almost every year. If the constitution of South Africa is saying primary health care for everyone who is in the republic, then it means primary health care for everyone. The resources are not there. Yes, the taxpayers and everything, we are suffering, whatever. But I'm telling you, that is what the law says. That is the frustrating thing about South Africa. The law is saying something else. You love the Constitution, the Freedom Charter. You love all of those beautiful documents. Now, those documents are Pan-Africanist in their nature. They are Pan-Africanist in their nature. That's why I've always preached advanced integrated border system. Get these people's names, get these people's fingerprints, get these people's information of criminal records and everything. Get it here in South Africa. Even if they come illegally, just come with a fingerprint sensing device, and they put their fingerprints. It kicks all the information out. Because you are integrating your home affairs with Zambia, with Zimbabwe, with whatever. You can integrate. You understand? You can't change the information. You can't do anything, but you can access some information. When I'm in Zimbabwe, I just put my finger there. They don't need to ask me, where are you from? I say, please put your finger here. I put my finger there. It's a claim. It's done. It takes out. Oh, it's King Says So. He's got a YouTube channel. He likes talking nonsense. 1, 2, 3. This is whatever. And then it says risk. It says low or next to none. Or it says no. He has raped a child before. He was a teacher. It says assault case. It says whatever, married, not married, whatever the case can be. The information is out there. Advanced integrated border system. That's what I talk about. When we say, you guys were angry when the EFF said open borders and everything. So now you've got March, the organization, March and March. I think they started in March. So that organization, they are now in the gates of the clinics, of the hospitals, and they are saying, no, never. Never. You are not going to get in here. They are now manning the gate. They are manning the gate, say no foreigner is going to enter here. You are not going to enter here. So as a foreign, in other countries, ladies and gentlemen, whether it's Europe or the US or whatever, you have to, in entering that country, tell them, how is it that you're going to take care of yourself health-wise? If you can't, the person who you are visiting takes full responsibility. So, no, we will cover this person in terms of medical care. We will pay in most countries. My issue with South Africa is that our constitution says this. And I love what our constitution says because I don't know what is going to happen to us in the future. I don't know where my grandchildren will end. Maybe they will be in Zambia. Maybe they will be in Angola. Maybe they will. I don't know where my great-great-grandchildren will end. I don't know what type of president we might get in 2056, 54. I mean, I don't know what type of president we'll get in the year 2089. I don't know. Maybe the American president might attack South Africa. I don't know. Maybe South Africans might run to Mozambique. Maybe South Africans might run to Botswana, to Namibia. I don't know what will happen. I'm saying, what type of reception are we going to get as South Africans, the way we treat other African people? When we are there not by choice. Because I don't think there's anyone who's comfortable in their country who just decide, no, I'm going to leave South Africa. I'm going to leave Zambia. I'm going to leave Malawi and go and open not even open, and go and sell fruits at the corner there in South Africa. So I'm going to leave my family here and go and sell fruits in South Africa to survive, or sell peanuts and zimbas and cigarettes to survive in South Africa. I don't think any normal person can leave their country and by choice and not by economical oppression, by choice, and say, I'm just going to South Africa, going to enjoy myself. The EFF, I love the EFF. The EFF is standing and defending our people, and people hate the EFF for this. This is going to be a little bit of a long video, so bear with me. Let's watch it together. I'll come back for more commentary.
We've got this problem that has been happening here.
Yes.
Talk to us about and how was the situation as you found it in the morning?
Okay. Okay. Greetings. I'm Raisibe Chauke from Rosettenville, Ward 56, under the leadership of EFF. We've been in Rosettenville since on Monday. There's a group of communities who were denying the foreign national access to go and collect their medication. So this morning, we managed to invite the ENCA News to come and assist.
This is newsroom, ma'am.
Newsroom.
Oh, okay.
Newsroom.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Since we've been there,
sorry.
they didn't get access to go and collect their medication. As we speak right now, they don't even have nothing.
Okay.
Singakhona
nje ukuntshontsha ukuze bazi ukuthi bakhuluma ngani bona mhlawumbe ngicela usibuzele ukuthi inkinga yabo injani bafike bathini eclinic xa befika pha okanye ithini basondeze mama nendive kubo ungahambi imapha ecani kwabo uzobakwazi utolukela. Mama, talk to us about where you coming from and what happened when you went to the clinic.
In the clinic, Rosettenville clinic, I come from yesterday, never enter. He tell us, I said, this is not a foreigners clinic, only South Africa clinic. I need to do so, I come, never give me. So now, I don't know.
Where are you coming? Where is home, Mama? And what did you want to get from the clinic? Why did you go to the? What kind of services did you need from the clinic?
In the clinic, I come. I'm from Zambia. I come to collect my medication. Now I come to collect my medication. Never give me. I say only medication for South Africa, not foreigners. Yeah. How have you been coping with that medication now? How has it affected you and your health? Because I'm not feeling well in my body. I'm not feeling well. That's why I come to clinic to take my medication. Okay. Now, clinic is not allowed to give foreigners. I say foreigners go to your country to take a medication. My country is not here. Okay. And normally to go home. For this time, I say I go to take a medication. That's why I come here to Rosettenville to take my medication. Never give me. Okay. Yeah. Just hold on for Mama. Mama, talk to us about, okay, Mama is not comfortable talking. Mama, just the situation that you are explaining here. How long have you been attending the clinic? How long have you been taking the medication? Don't tell us what you're taking the medication for, but how long have you been using the clinic to get help? It's many years. many years I'm here to take a medication, so I don't know for this time. Yeah.
Okay, Mama. So, Stephen, the lady is coming all the way from Zambia saying that she has been denied access to the clinic. She's saying that she's not feeling well. Okay, so she's been taking the medication since 2010 at the very same clinic, but this morning she was told that the medication is only for the locals, for South Africans. So she is on her way.
Okay, so there you hear it, ladies and gentlemen. So you guys know, most of you hated the EFF, and many people say the EFF suffered a blow because of their stance or their Pan-Africanist stance and their open border situation. We have explained this open border thing, I don't know how many times. For me, like I said before, Dr. Ndlozi and Floyd Shivambu explained it perfectly when they were in the EFF, what they meant by open borders. And it was not an issue of shoot down the border gate and leave it open and let people walk over and everything. So yeah, that's the issue. The EFF, for me as a Pan-Africanist, I will remember this day. I will remember who stood for our African brothers when nobody was standing for them. And I understand South Africans. I'm not saying you don't have a right to. You don't have a legal right, actually, but I'm not saying I don't understand why South Africans are doing it. I understand it very clear why South Africans are doing. Our problem in South Africa is that we are failed by our constitution. We are failed by our president. We are failed by our police. We are failed by people who are supposed to be enforcing the law. And if we say we want people to enforce the law of this country, we are saying actually that foreigners must get free health care. That is the law. We should be fighting for, let the law be changed so that it can say anyone who enters a hospital from as a foreigner must pay, I don't know, someone said to me on WhatsApp 60%, whatever the case can be, whatever it can be, to charge that person and charge those people somewhere, somehow, so that when someone enters our country, they must know that in South Africa, as a foreigner, you can't go into their clinics according to their law. So now they are coming because according to our law, you can come and give birth here and you'll be assisted in Limpopo. And after you give birth, you can go back to Zimbabwe. According to the law, not according to King said so. Not according to Pan-Africanism, according to the law. And South Africans are not getting this. It's not about standing at the gate and chasing people away. You can't do that 365 days. I know some of these organizations think they can. Maybe you can for 365 days, but can you do it for 400 days? Can you do it for 600 days? Can you do it for 3 years? Standing there, nobody's paying you. On a life when your life is to go and stand there and chase people away. No, I understand the protest. I understand what you are trying to do, but our law, our bylaws, our laws, everything must come into place so that it can assist these organizations that are trying to fight that the resources of South Africans must be used for South Africans. Operation Tudula actually said that when they were addressing the people. I think I can get the clip of Operation Tudula. Let's quickly listen to Operation Tudula addressing the masses.
This morning, Mamela, regularly saying here, South Africa, Kina Hayabo Runa. All we want is what belongs to us.
What belongs to us?
We are not fighting with anyone. All we want is what belongs to us. And another thing. Wabona di border ratsetse man again Bedrich border Babitsa Bedrich. Yeah, you're not here. We must secure those borders. 100%.
Who will secure borders?
We must secure those. We need a government that will secure borders. How can South Africa ukene ka semolao. This is not a banana republic. I get le ba utlwile man in Zimbabwe ba tshwere batho ba rona. And then the minister said, Ntwapila Ilenga Ibua from Zimbabwe said this is not a banana republic. I get Uchilo Jolo. Lerona, this is not a banana. We are a country of laws and constitution. How is Simula in our country? Yes. Puma.
Yeah, so that is what is going on there. Operation Dudula has been fighting this fight from there in Soweto. I think Operation Dudula has been doing a good job. I think in some cases they overstepped their boundaries, going into houses. They got arrested. Even the young man on Tlatlalax got arrested at one point, for trying to play police actually. But most of the job that they are doing, Operation Dudula, a person can just imagine if they were not standing up, what would happen in Soweto, what would happen in Gauteng, because slowly but surely our country is being taken over. Our country is being taken over. So, yeah. A friend of mine was making a joke. I was like, we South Africans, we must start dating Nigerian sisters, Angolan and whatever, and start spreading the seed of South Africans, of South Africa into the African countries, so that we can grow in numbers also. Because our women are dating foreigners, and they love our foreign brothers. They've got no problem with them. And Tina, the South Africans, I say the game there. I say very few South Africans do that. So yeah, you guys go on the comment section. Tell me, what do you think about what Operation Dudula is doing? What March and March is doing? What are your feelings about that? I know I'm always attacked. South Africans are so angry. When another Pan-Africanism yako, Pan-Africanism yami. Pan-Africanism, Pan-Africanism. The same Pan-Africanism that you praise Abu Marcus Garvey for. The same Pan-Africanism that you praise Malcolm X or Patrice Lumumba. The same Pan-Africanism that you praise Sankara for. The same Pan-Africanism that you say Robert Subuku was a true Pan-Africanist. The same one. Is the same Pan-Africanism today. King said so. I'm very honored. I'm very honored. But like I said, I understand my South African people. I'm not fighting with you guys. I have seen that nobody can win this fight against South Africans, especially those who have lost their loved ones because of not having health care or being attended in time. Those who wait in clinics the whole week, the whole month, not being helped, coming in the morning, leaving in the evening, and not being assisted. Coming in the morning, when you get there, the queue is already out of the gate. And you're like, oh, I have to wait. And you are seeing, oh my God, these people are not from South Africa. I'm waiting here as South African or whatever. So I think there must be laws that must be made to say for every 30 South African we assist one foreigner. For every, I don't know. And maybe, I don't know what you South Africans want. You want to maybe create 2 lines, foreigners this side, South Africans this side. I don't know what is the solution. Really, I don't know. But one thing we all agree on is that our resources are being stretched heavily in South Africa. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video because I see this news. The Human Rights Commission is defending our African brothers and sisters. I appreciate it, to be honest with you. But I also understand why our South African brothers and sisters are so frustrated. Leave your thoughts on the comment section. Talk to your boy, your king. Talk to the other people on the comment section. Leave us your thoughts. Are you Patriotic Alliance? Are you saying Mabahambe by all means? Or are you Operation Dudula? You kicking everyone out? What are you saying? Leave your thoughts on the comment section. No offense is going to be taken from me. I am now used to this thing. So if you are attacking the king, by all means do it. do it. It's okay. It's okay. I can never turn around my back on my African brothers and sisters. And that does not mean when you love African brothers and sisters, you hate your own. Never, 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 never. Let's meet on the comment section. Let me hear what you got to say. Let me hear what you got to say. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. But after you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.